rainfall feeds the island's rivers, streams, and waterfalls, so more rain means more waterfalls and better flow. Yeah, so it's really going off back in here with waterfalls thanks to lots of rain. I'll make turns at the scenic highlights. I'll show things out both sides so everyone gets a good look.
Spread your wings and fly away. Fly to that distant star from my waterfall.
Up above Manawaiopuna, we have Kahili Falls. In a moment you'll see Kahili is a cluster of 5 roughly equally sized waterfalls. Kahili's nickname will the 5 Sisters. Now if it's any consolation, it's right in this part of the island that I find it to be most turbulent. And we're not done with it yet, but in a few minutes, we'll get past this area and should get into a little bit of smoother air. Everybody doing okay so far? Yeah? Alright, very good. Now this entire valley, Hanapepe Valley, is privately owned by the Robinson family. The Robinsons arrived here in the islands back in the late 1850s. A very wealthy family of Scottish descent. Today the Robinsons are the largest private landowner on Kauai, own about 51,000 acres here. Not just Hanapepe Valley, which we're now climbing up and out of, but the next canyon we're going to see, Olokele Canyon, is Robinson land. And up on the north side of the island, we'll see it later, Wainiha Valley is Robinson land. Yeah, there'll be no shortage of rainbows today, will there?
I'm sorry, Scott, what canyon is this we're over?
Olokele? Olokele, then Kahana Canyon, and off in the distance, where we're headed next, is Waimea Canyon. The valleys and the canyons here are the result of erosion. Flowing water in time, the water slowly wearing away at the rock. Now you can see these lines and striations in the canyon walls. Each of those lines represents a different lava flow. Kauai is an extinct volcano.
Could you just imagine if they
Once a Hawaiian volcano becomes extinct, it stops growing and it starts to break down pretty rapidly. And with age comes increasing beauty. It's that wear and tear, that breakdown, that creates all this amazing topography. You know, the valleys and the canyons, the rivers, streams, and waterfalls, the sea cliffs, and the beaches. 8 islands make up the state of Hawaii, and they're all volcanic. This is the oldest of the 8, and that's why it's so gorgeous. Mother Nature's just had longer to work her magic here on Kauai than on the other 7.
would their smiles be content than and cry? Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away, and then yet you'll find a way.
Now, if you enjoy hiking or camping or just really appreciate a great scenic overlook with amazing views, this is certainly a place you'll want to come spend some time. 2 state parks are found here, Waimea Canyon State Park and Kokee State Park. Really, really beautiful contrast of colors is found here in the canyon, all those different shades of green, from the vegetation set against the rusty reddish brown of the lava rock and the volcanic soil. Some of that soil is carried by the rainfall runoff down to the Waimea River below us. As the river flows, it takes on a bit of a reddish color, which explains the area's name. Waimea is Hawaiian for reddish water. Now there's another beautiful waterfall coming up just around the corner to your right front. We'll see it in a few moments. Waipo'o Falls. It's an 800-foot tall waterfall.
How many miles are we away from the coast?
At this point, maybe 10. Again, we're way, way in the back of Waimea Canyon now, Allie. So if you follow the river about 10 miles down to the south shore, and then you find the coastline. And it's where this river meets the south shore that you find Waimea Town. Waimea is a historic place. Waimea is the area where Captain Cook made his first landing in the islands back in the late 1770s. Cook was the British explorer who discovered these islands, at least from a Western world perspective.
Is this area accessible by hiking?
Although most of the hiking is kind of around the rim of the canyon, there are a couple of trails that you can kind of hike down into parts of the canyon. We'll climb up and out of the canyon now and hop over to the north shore to to see what I consider to be the most beautiful part of the island, the Nepali coast. Now there's another island, 12 o'clock. That is Niihau. It's known as the Forbidden Island. It's privately owned. By guess who? The Robinsons, yeah. The Robinsons bought Niihau from the Hawaiian monarch back in 1863 for $10,000. It's known as the Forbidden Island because you cannot travel there without permission from the owners. Now if you try to drive this island and see it, you can see about 25%. You can't even drive around the circumference of Kauai because of the Nepali coast. Way too steep and rugged up there. You can drive as far on the west side of the island as Polihale Beach, which is below these cliffs down at your 9 o'clock. And on the north shore you can drive as far as Ke'e Beach on the east side of Nepali.